In this session, we will solve for the fourth numerical of this numericals of equilibrium. So, before going to solve this fourth problem, we shall see these points which I asked to remember. That this I have said while solving the problems. I will explain this one. Reactions are directed towards the centroid of the body. So in the previous problem we have saw that whatever the reactions were developed, those reactions were centered to the centroid of the body itself. This is the meaning of this point. Now let us go to the numerical part here. So see here, this is the given problem. A horizontal channel with an inner clearance of 1000 mm. So this is the channel, this U shape, this is a channel and its inner clearance, that is from here to here. That is from this corner to this corner, interior length is 1000 mm. Carries two spheres of radius 350 mm and 250 mm. The radius of this sphere is 350 mm and the radius of this sphere is 250 mm, whose weights are 500 Newton and 400 Newton. The weight is of this sphere 350 mm weighs a weight of 500 Newton and 250 mm weighs a weight of 400 Newton respectively. Find the reactions at all the point of contact. So that is point of contact is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we need to find out 4 reactions here. There are 4 point of contacts. We need to find out 4 reactions here. So let me write down the value. This is of 500 Newton. Here it is of 400 Newton. This is the centroid, right? The centroid of this circle and this circle. So this circle, the radius of this circle is, that is from here to here, the radius value, that is this is of 350. The radius of this sphere is of 250. The inner clearance, that is from here to here, it measures 1000 mm. So see here, then out of 1000, if this much is 350 and from here to here it is 250, from here to here it is 350, then what is left out here? 3 plus 2, 5, 600 is gone, so 400 mm is the left out value here. So what are the reaction? Let me give some points here. These are the 4 reaction I need to calculate here, right? So I will give some namings to this one. Let us give A and this as a B. This I will give it as a B, C and D. So reaction at this point, whatever the reaction is developed, this reaction will pass to the CG of this sphere, right? The reactions are directed toward the centroid, right? This reaction is directed toward the centroid of this sphere. So this is, I will note it as RD, okay? This is 90 degrees, okay? RD, and this is also directed toward the centroid, that is I will make it, call it as RC. RC is also directed towards the centroid, okay? Now this RA will be directed toward centroid of this sphere, this reaction RA. I will name it as RA. So this will be, this sphere will be exerting a force in this direction and this sphere in turn will exert a force in opposite to this direction. So here on this sphere RB will be upward, on this sphere the RB will be in downward direction, and apart from that the self weights are acting here, that is this is equal to 500 and this is equal to 400, right? 400 and 500. So if I name this as a sphere S1 and this as a sphere S2, I will take out this sphere S1 outside. So what are the reaction? One is RA, another one is 400 Newton, and one more is RB, right? This is acting in this direction, RB, RA, and this 400 Newton is acting downwards. This is the CZ. Now if I take out this sphere S2 here, one is RC, one is RD. RC, RD, and because of this sphere, RB will be acting in a downward direction. This is RB, and apart from that, self weight that will be exactly at the CG only. So this is 500 Newton. This will make like this. Okay. So now see here, these here on sphere 2. If I want to solve sphere 2, there are three unknowns, RC, RB, and RD. So if I take this sphere 2, the solution will be lengthy. So before taking sphere 2, I will take this sphere 1. See here, what are the unknowns? RB, RA, and 400 is the known value. If I resolve this force as vertically and horizontally and take the vertical component as a 0, that is equilibrium vertical. For equilibrium condition are summation of vertical is 0, summation of horizontal 0, summation of moments is equal to 0, right? If I apply the equilibrium condition, that is summation of vertical 0, I will get the value of RP. If I apply the summation of horizontal, I will get the value of RA. So it is better to choose S1 and then go for the solution. But before going to the solution, I want the at which angle this RB is acting. So that I need to resolve, right, this one. See here, what is the angle of this RB, that is what is the angle made, or what is this angle theta. How to find out that theta now? That is the question. So see here, from here we know that this is the distance, that is from here to here the distance is 400 mm. Okay, this is making a triangle, right? 400 mm. I need to find out what is the theta. So I can find out hypotenuse, right? The radius of this circle from here to here, it will become 350 mm, and radius of this circle is 250 mm. That is from here to here. This is 250, 350, 300, 500. So total the hypotenuse is equal to 600. So if I apply cos theta, that is cos theta is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse, that is 400 divided by 600. The theta comes to be, which implies theta is equal to, what is the value of theta? 400 divided by 600 upon solving 48.19 degrees. So this makes an angle of 48.19 degrees. So this is making an angle. So I will redraw here. This is making 48.19 degrees. So this is the force RA, and one more force is 400. If I draw a horizontal here, see here, this will make a Z. So this angle will be equal to 48.19 degrees. So if I show this diagram once again, this is making an angle of 48.19 degrees. So if I go for the solution, if I resolve this vertical force, this is RB, this is RA, and this is equal to 400. Okay, 400 is the force acting here. So 48.19 degrees, this is RB. If I resolve this away, this will become RB sine 48.19 degrees. This will become RB cos 48.19 degrees. This is RA. So now if I apply summation of horizontal forces is equal to 0, or summation of vertical forces, I will apply first. Summation of vertical forces is equal to 0. 400 is acting downward, that is positive, and this RB sine 48.9 is acting upward, negative. RB sine 48.19 degrees is equal to 0. So RB is equal to 400 divided by sine of 48.19 degrees. So RB will be equal to 536.66 Newton. Now if I apply the summation of horizontal, I know the value of RB, that is RB cos 48.19 and RA, that will give the solution of RA. So see here in this slide, summation of horizontal. Though this is acting in right hand side direction, RB cos 48.19 degree, RA is minus RA plus RB cos 48.19 degrees is equal to 0. That is summation of horizontal forces is equal to 0. So upon solving, RA is equal to, if I shift that RB value is 536.66 cos 48.19 degrees. So RA is equal to 357.77 Newton. So we have the value now. We got the value of RA, value of RB, that is RA and RB. Two are known. Now we need to find out another left out are two, that is RD and RC. If I find out these two reactions, all the four reactions will be solved here. So see here, these are the three forces are acting here, 1, 2 and 3. So either I can solve by principle of equilibrium or I can apply Lami's theorem to solve these values of RA and RB. Now let us go for second sphere. So see here, 500 RB, RD, RC. 500. This is RB. The value is 530. Sorry, RB is equal to 536.66. One more is here and one more is vertically upward. This is RC and this is RD. So see here, this will make an angle same. That angle will remain same here, 48.19 degrees. Apply summation of horizontal forces is equal to 0. RD, right hand side direction, positive, minus RB, if I take this cos 48.19 degrees is equal to 0. So RD is equal to RB times of cos 48.19 degrees. So what is the value? RD will be equal to same 357.77 Newton. This is the value of RD. Now let us go for calculation of RC. So one force is this one. If I resolve this, then it will come in this direction, that is RB sine 48.19 degrees. So both are acting downwards, though they will be positive. 500 plus RB sine 48.19 degrees minus RC will be equal to 0. See here, I will resolve the things so that it will be clear for you people. I will resolve this and redraw here. This is RD, right? This one is upward RC. Downward force is 500 Newton. If I resolve this force, it will be something like RB cos 48.19 degrees and the vertically downward it will be RB sine 48.19 degrees. I have resolved this inclined force into two components. So this will become vertically downward, this will become sine and this will become cos. So once I'll resolving, this is coming towards the theta, so it will become cos, and while making it vertical component, it is moving going away from this angle given theta, it will become sine, right? So upon substitution, this is the substitution. Now RC is equal to, if I take out RC there, 500 plus what is the value of RB? RB is equal to 536, right? 536.66 times of sine 48.19 degrees. So the value of RC is equal to 900 newtons. So see here, these are here at this junction, that is in sphere 2, there are two forces. Now we have calculated the values of RA, RB, RC and RD. All the four joints are calculated. This is the end of this problem. So for sphere S1 we were able to apply the Lami's theorem because only three forces are acting here. So I can directly apply Lami's theorem and solve this one. But see here, once we come here, there are four forces. One is RC, RD, this is RC, this one force is RB, and apart from that one more force is 500 Newton. There are four forces acting on sphere 2, right? These are the four forces. So what can I do now? I cannot directly apply Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem can be applied only when the sphere or the forces should be in equilibrium and the forces should be in three numbers only. If more than three numbers, we cannot go for Lami's theorem. So what can I do is, I will keep these two forces as it is. I will find out resultant of these two forces. So and the angle made by that resultant, maybe the resultant may come like this, I don't know. If the resultant comes like this, since I know the value of RB and I know this value is 500, I can easily find out the resultant of these two forces and draw here. I will make them as three forces, then find out the angle between these three forces and then go for Lami's theorem. So see here, if four forces are there, we cannot directly go for Lami's theorem. At sphere S1 we can easily go for Lami's theorem, but for sphere S2 we cannot go for Lami's theorem. If I want to apply and solve the Lami's theorem itself, then I'll make these four forces into three forces. I will keep these two forces, since these are unknowns. I will make these two forces into one force. That is, I will find out resultant of these two forces and the direction of that force and also angle made with the horizontal. Find out those things, draw that resultant here, then go for the Lami's theorem for this sphere S2 and go for the solution. In this way, we can apply Lami's theorem to this problem. Since the limitation of Lami's theorem is the forces should be coplanar, concurrent, and they should be acting in, and there should be, the number should be 3 only, and the system should be in equilibrium, then only we can apply Lami's theorem. Kindly remember these things. And apart from that, remember that the reactions will be directed towards the centroid only, as I have shown in this figure. These reactions are directed towards the centroid itself. Remember these points, and apart from that, these reactions make a 90 degree with the tangent of the sphere. Remember these points and you can solve any problem if you are good with the geometry. So I will go for one more problem and I will wind up this module number 2. Next we will go for module number 3. Okay.